to my YouTube channel. Today is Sunday, February the 18th, so I thought we'd have a little look around what's happened since the last time I did a video. So if I just tell you the temperature right now is 14.7, I don't know if you see that. The temperature here in the UK, and where I live in Northamptonshire, has been pretty mild, and I've looked on the 30-day forecast. No zeros, no frost. It's going to be a wet February and the beginning of March, I believe. Apart from that, it's going to be pretty warm. So obviously here's my cuttings with my pink chinas. These started off on my kitchen windowsill. I did put them out before, put them back in because it got a bit cold. I've left them out now for the last couple of days. It's just getting wet. They're loving us being outside because they're all starting to straighten up now. Yeah, so my cuttings for my pink chinas there. What I've done also, I unwrapped here my cannas. Now last year was my first year with cannas. It's my first winter. I didn't want to take them in or dry them out or anything. I left them in their pots, bubble wrapped the pots, as you can see. I bubble wrapped the top and I put them under my canopy. So I just unwrapped them today to get some get some light into it, really. As you can see on my Tropicarias, there's some new growth. And this is a hybrid, it's called a hybrid. There's a bit of growth in the corner I can see. And the Cleopatra has got some nice green bits coming through. And this is a Durban, which has got, again, some new growth coming through. If you can tell me, guys, girls, this stuff here, which is the cutback from last year, are all a bit soggy actually. Do I leave them or do I cut them really back hard? I'm hoping that they'll all come back so I can, for the first time, split them. So that's 4 there. This one here, I don't even know what this one is, but I can see the corns or the buds there. The ones in these pots here haven't shown anything yet. There's nothing going on there. There's the corn there, or the rhizome rather. So there's nothing going on there yet. Phormiums, my yellow Phormiums are poking up. So what I did today, I unwrapped all the Cordlines. I played safe with the Cordlines this winter, quite in the previous winter, or this time last year really. I said there's no frost predicted for the next 30 days. So I took the chance to unwrap them. All my fleece is there, so if anything drastic happens, all my fleece and my coverings are here at hand. So I unwrapped all the Cordlines today. So I took on this side, more cuttings of my pink chinas there. So that one there does have roots on it underneath, so that's why I've kept it. This is Phormiums are in here, nothing's poking through yet. Some lilies are poking through. So what I did here is Cordlines on either side, left and right, I unwrapped them today. I said after last year I just played safe. So the other things that are down here, the Persicaria's Purple Fantasy is underneath all that mulch. Cosmea's there, I can see it poking through. Cosmea here is poking through. I did the Cosmeas because I wanted a bit of colour. This is Persicaria. Red Dragon, there's some growth. I don't know if you see it's growth coming through there. Obviously this Cordline's got this rust on it, which I assume once the sun gets on it, some feeding, it will be much better. Yeah, so I'm waiting for stuff. I'm not waiting for the dandelions, but I'm waiting for stuff to come through. Not unwrapped the banana. Not unwrapped this banana. Someone's been having a go here. This is where the pink china, the main pink china was, which I covered with actually with mulch. Someone's had a go to birds, I think. So I unwrapped this today, as I see some dead fronds on it. It should have been ground off, but no percent of pollen, it's okay. So far, winter's not been too drastic here. The other one I unwrapped. The other Cordline I unwrapped, little one down there. Track is okay, Wag is okay, Wag is okay. Another Cordline wrapped. The banana I'm leaving. My Trekie's okay. Another Waggy. This damage here on this Waggy was from last winter, but it has shot up. Persicaria red dragon. See it's coming through on there. What else? It's another Cordline unwrapped. Banana. That's a canary day palm. I've left that right now. I haven't done anything with that. Japonica's there. Salvia's nothing coming through yet. These salvias are going in there. Here's another Cordline unwrapped today. This is a Persicaria purple fantasy, which nothing's showing through just yet, unlike the red dragon. Alstroemeria, I think that's how I pronounce it. That doesn't come through, doesn't poke through. If I just go back here again, you can see this red dragons are poking through there. You can see that. Also, what I also had on here is a salvia that hasn't, nothing's poked up there with a salvia. Yeah, so Phormiums along the back here, they never came through last year anyway. I don't think they got enough sun. So yeah, so the Cordlines are all unwrapped. They're all doing okay. Everything else seems to be fine. I said our winter hasn't been. I think we had 2 weeks of minuses, 5s, and that was about it. Touch wood so far. So the bananas I've left, not taking a chance on them just yet. I have no idea what's going on in there. Hopefully everything's okay. So going back to the canopy, I've been messing around today, so it was a bit of a mess here. So the Phormiums, the red ones, lucifers, nothing's poking through there. Australis, I think as they call it, they're poking through, but not poking through the back of the garden. Here they're poking through. These Cordlines are unwrapped today. This one here, the biggest one, my plan is to take it out of the pot, because it's been repotted once, and I'm going to put it at the back because it's going to get too big for that pot. That's just a whiskey barrel. I've moved some stuff from back there. My rhododendron. In fact, my rhododendron started budding. Where's that bud gone? Can't find it. One of them started budding here last week or the week before. Yeah, look. it wanted to bud out. That's 2 weeks ago it started doing that. The other ones, the brown ones, they all got hit by the frost when we had it. I've had that for years. So yeah, first year's my Canna lilies, my first winter. So I'm hoping that they all start shooting up, so I can start splitting them for the first time. If anyone's got any input what to do with this old growth, squeeze them, they're all full of moisture. Don't know why, because it was covered and under the canopy. The other thing I've done is my smaller my dairy palms, canary day palms, sorry. I've just unwrapped them today. They were double fleeced and they were under the canopy. I just unwrapped them today, put them in this bit over here next to the house. They're both badly damaged last year. This one's got a nice bit of green coming from the middle here actually. This one here, if you looked at my videos, this one here actually had a spear pull. And I've said a few times, I don't know what's going on with it. It's just here. So I'll chug along and see what happens. Obviously in the summer I'll find out. But it's a spear pull from last year when we had that bad bit of weather. And during the summer it just sort of, I don't know if it grew or not, but it's still here. But this one had a lot of damage to it, as you can probably see. It's all last year's damage, this. Like I said, it's all nice and firm in the middle, and that's all nice and green. So I left it out here to get some natural light. It's going to get wet because it's going to be wet for the next couple of weeks, I believe. We had rain today, so I came out, but everything's a bit upside down over here. So I've got fleeces available in this cover, builder's bags available. If all of a sudden everything changes, then I can cover things again. But looking on the 30-day forecast, there's no frost, there's no zeros. During the day it's going to be a very similar temperature because it's going to rain, it's going to get warm, and at night time I think this goes down to 2. These have been out for a couple of days now, overnight. I did bring them out before, took them back in. Definitely a few days, it's got wet with the rain, but they're definitely more vertical. They were leaning towards obviously the window to get the sunlight. Some of the leaves have died off, but there's growth coming through, as you can probably see. I plan to put them in the garden, amongst others, this year, God willing, touch wood. Something's a bit wet, but I like the water. In fact, these here all started off in jam jars, just water. In fact, I potted them up, I think last week I potted them up. But yeah, so that's what it's looking like so far in, what, the 18th, that's mid-February here in Northamptonshire where I live. Touch wood, we never had any snow when everyone else had snow. I think 2 weeks ago, particularly snow, we never had any. It got down to -5, I think, for about a week or 2 weeks, but not during the day, unlike what happened this time last year. At the front, the Trekkies doing fine. The 4 Chamaerops, they seem to be okay. Just the damage from last year is showing through. They seem to be growing okay. There's no point going around the front. There's nothing really exciting. There's nothing really exciting to show you. I don't think today, but I just thought I'd give you an update. So the bananas are still wrapped. I'm not going to do them yet. My larger over there in the green wrap, Canary Date Palm is the larger one. I'm leaving that wrapped up for the time being. Unlike the little 2 small ones here, which I unwrapped, give it some air. In fact, I think when I went to, I don't know if it's home base or somewhere a couple of weeks ago, they had these up for sale already. So we'll see. But excuse me. Yeah, so if you can tell me what to do with this old growth, that would be great. Okay, so take care. Thank you for watching. Catch you next time. So actually, it's another update. It's Monday the 19th, and over there, that Canary Date Palm is gone. I moved it today, and I've just unwrapped it to see what it's like, and there we go. Now, this suffered damage last winter, but not as much as this. This was double wrapped, double fleeced this was, and bunched up. Now, what I have noticed is in the middle, it is green, and I've had a tug. Nothing's pulling. I've had a good old tug. Obviously, everything's got some kind of, I don't know if that's fungus. I sprayed it anyway with a sort of fungus thing. I'm going to leave it to air out. Now, this did suffer last year, but no, I said this is worse. This is, I said this was double bagged, double fleeced against that fence. Obviously, the fence didn't do much for it. Winter hardy, they say. So I'm just going to chop off some of the damaged ones. This is bent, this is damaged here, and there's another one. Just going to chop them bits off, and let's leave it and see what happens. Now, I've checked the temperature for the next 30 days. There's no 0 temperatures. There's sort of, it's going to be warm like it is today. It's 14 degrees today. It's just going to be raining, and also there's going to be some nights it's going to go down to 2. I keep my eye on it because I said I've got all the fleece and stuff ready in case I need to bag it up, but I think this needs some air in this one. The sun is out, and I'll see what's going to happen to it. I said last year it had some damage, but not as extensive as this. But there's no spear pull here in the middle. It's all pretty tight. But I won't know until obviously a few months' time, really. But a couple of the branches here have damaged, so I'll chop them off. I said everything else is looking. It's got some kind of mould or fungus or something, presumably because there's no. I'll say there's no air, but the fleece, you do get air with the fleece. I said I sprayed. I've got this fungus spray, but I'll leave. I may chop this back because there's no green. There's some green on that. There's some green down there. Yeah, so there, my Canary Date Palm, which I've had for, got it last year or the year before. I can't remember. I think I got it last year. I said it got damaged when we had that cold snap, but not as bad as this. A bit surprised really because I double fleeced it and put it against the fence. So obviously there's no microclimate there, and wrapped everything up with bubble wrap, as you can see. So I'm just going to trim some of this stuff that's bent over, it's damaged, and see what happens. As there's nothing, there's no zero minuses coming up. Obviously that can change anyway, but I'll keep my eye out on the weather anyway, because of the cannas, and there's the other dairy canary day palms over there. They're not suffered like this because they're under canopies. So yeah, I moved it because what I wanted to do is repot it. I've got a bigger pot that's got wheels on, and I was going to leave it on the patio and wheel it around. That was my plan, but hey, you know, plans change, and these are cheapest chips, as they say, as the expression goes. So yeah, so that's my larger canary day palm that I had, and today's Monday the 19th, and it's 14 degrees. Rained last night. It's going to rain. It's going to be wet February, but it's going to be a warm, mild one. So yeah, thanks again for watching. Any comments, please leave them in the comment box. Thank you. So this is what it looks like after I've taken away some of what I consider to be the dead bits. Now when I trimmed it back, I noticed that there's still green in here, so it's still got some life in it, as opposed to this one here, which is not green at all. That's a couple of back and it's still green. So I chopped off what I consider the dead bits, left these bits on because it's still got green on it, and let's see what happens in the next few months. So it's Friday the 25th of February, and last night it went down to 0-1. So yesterday afternoon I rewrapped all the stuff that I unwrapped. So I've rewrapped the Canna lilies. There's 4 pots there which I fleeced, and I've got the bag over it. The damaged canary date palm I've double fleeced, triple fleeced actually, over underneath the canopy. The other 2 small canary date palms are now back to where they were, wrapped up. And some of the Canna lilies that I had in pots are all being fleeced up or just covered up. The temperature for the next couple of days during the day is supposed to be 8 or 9, but it's supposed to drop in the evening to 0s or -1s and 2s over the next couple of days. So what I'll do, I'm going to leave these alone now until it picks up again to the evening or night temperatures go back up to positives. Read a lot about on Facebook groups about people's bananas. Everyone's anxious to unwrap their bananas. My 4 are still all wrapped up, still chilly, and obviously really to the end of March really. But anyway, so yeah, so I've rewrapped everything, and my little pink china's all gone from here. It's 4.5 degrees. It's 4.8 right now, and it's only 10 o'clock in the morning. But it went down to 0 and -1s, and I think tonight and tomorrow is going to be -1s, -2. So I just rewrapped everything the best I can. Okie doke. So the pink chinas I've now put back in the kitchen, back on the kitchen window still. That's how they started their little lives from. I put them back there because the temperature went down to 0 and -1, and that's for the next couple of nights. It looks the same. So rather than taking them in and out, I've just put them back where they started from.